Hey there, Kim. How are you? It's Leo again. Spoke with you on the phone earlier. First off, I just want to say thanks for being so awesome and polite on the phone. But this is the custom web video that I told you I was sending to you. And a little bit about myself is I help local roofing companies get get higher rankings on Google. I just try to help increase your online presence. And once I vetted your site, I seen that there's some interesting info on here that I found. And these things are totally free. And I know that a lot of times people have trouble finding um, who's an expert and who this in this field and who's not. So what I like to do is shoot these custom videos to just kind of show you some things that you can do to help yourself. And while I'm showing you these things, it's kind of showcasing my skills at the same time. So if it's something that you're interested in, I would love for some feedback, um, one way or another. But if it's something you're not interested in, just let me know, and I won't bother you anymore. But the only reason I even reached out is because I feel like I can really help you all with this site. And if this is something you can do yourself, feel free to do it yourself, and I promise you, you will see results. As you can tell, this is your home page right here. Um, I like the logo. It's pretty cool. Um, but what I did was search for roofers in Nashville, Tennessee, and that's a buyer intent keyword, and I'll cover that in just a second. But this down here is the organic search, and this is where normally 70% of business comes from. This is the number one competitor in Nashville. And this is about where 70% of their business is going to come from, and the other 30% is going to come from this local map pack, and this area right here. Um, so what I've done is actually searched you up, and you're on the second page of this map pack, which is another reason I reached out, because I know that if you apply these things, it will help you get over to the first page. You know, a little bit over 70% of people don't even click on the second page, they choose on the first page. So that's why it's so important to get to that first page. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over a few things with you that you can do yourself to increase your online presence. That's content, backlinks, and citations. So what I do is, first thing I do in order to vet a site is I just kind of scroll through and see if there's anything that sticks out to me. Besides this really cool logo, I really like that logo, I really do. Besides the logo, you have a pretty clean site. It's nice, it's straight to the point, it's simple, and simple respectfully. Any site I built for my clients is simple, it's easy to navigate. The text is clear and concise, just like you have here. So on this home page, which is where we're at now, you want to have about 1,500 to 2,000 words on this page. And you can have your about us on here, about your company, when you started. You can have your services on here, just anything to fill up this home page with content, because in Google's eyes, content is king. But it can't just be anything. It has to be command content, which is explaining what you do, about your team, about your services. Now, the reason for the 1,500 to 2,000 words is 24/7, Google sends bots out to crawl sites. So the more content, the more sites, the more searches it's going to have on your site. Content is king. So what happens is those bots go through your site and they're searching these images, but they don't see images. They see what's behind these images. So if I can just click save as, it'll tell me what your image is saved as. And it's roofing contractor in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, home HTML, which that is incorrect. You need to have something if you're looking for that specific location, then it needs to be roofing Mount Juliet or roofing Nashville, Tennessee. It needs to be what job you do, and then the city and the state that you want to be found in. So that's a thing. I actually didn't. It wasn't part of the tips I was going to share, but since I seen it and thought about it, it's just another little trick up my sleeve on things that I help my clients with, and I specialize in SEO, it's search engine optimization, and it just means I know what Google wants to see on your website in order to help you rank and get higher on the ranking. Again, here, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, it needs to be roof repair, roofing, roofers, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Because this right here is a buyer intent keyword, but I have to kind of see. It's a big buyer intent phrase. I have to see exactly how many searches that gets a month. But all in all, not a bad website. But what I did want to let you know here on your services, I like that you do have these different pages. But for your services, you need to have your roof installation as its own drop down. And on the back pages, it needs to be between 5 to 750 words of command content. Roof repairs and replacement, storm damage, all those need to have their own page with 5 to 700 words of content, because again, content is king and Google loves content. So they want to go through all your pages and scour everything and see how much content you have on there. And throughout the content, they're going to search for those buyer intent keywords. Now, I've noticed you don't have any bolding. You don't have any interlinking on here. Your buyer intent keywords like roofing contractor, Nashville, Tennessee, or Mount Juliet, Tennessee, needs to be highlighted. And that just kind of directs Google's bots towards those words and lets them know, hey, these are buyer intent keywords. Give me some points. So at the end of the day, the more points you accumulate and you rack up through the Google bots, the higher you're going to be on the search status. Now, this is your number one competitor in the area. And I'm sorry. This is your number one. I was checking out Mr. Roof too, to see if there was anything they was doing that you're not. And I mean, not really. As you see, they don't have a lot of content on their homepage either. So this is the top two in your area that I feel like would be easily beat. But that's not here nor there. The purpose of this video was just to try to get you to increase your ranking. Now, Music City Roofers is the number one competitor in your area. And as you can see, they're lacking on the content as well. They don't have the 1,500 to 2,000 words on their homepage. Now, these is the drop down I was telling you about. You need to have drop downs like these. And each one of these pages need to have 5 to 750 words of content on there, command content with keywords embedded throughout it. And they're a little bit closer to their 500 mark on this page. I'd say they probably hit it. So this is just kind of an example of a website that they did pretty good. They got the content on there. So what I do is, when it comes to vetting your site, I put you in my tool I have. It's my web crawler tool. It's a paid tool, but there's also free variations of it. But for having the details I need to know exactly what SEO needs to go into this, I need to have this Ahrefs account. So what I did is entered you in here, and I'd entered your number one competitor. And right off the bat, you see you've got a pretty decent amount of backlinks, honestly, a little bit more than the clients I normally work with. So kudos to you all for that. They've got almost 1,500, 1,400 backlinks. And if you're not familiar with what a backlink is, and it's pretty much a shout out from another website to your website. So if you have someone that has a roofing blog or a guest post, things like that, you can go on there, leave a review, leave bluebirdroofing.com. Anytime somebody clicks on that link, it will revert back to your site, and that counts as a backlink. So we went over the 1,500 to 2,000 command content words on your homepage, your 5 to 750 words of command content on your back pages that you need to add, and backlinks. And a backlink is pretty much your website, your URL is somewhere else on the internet that links back to your page. The last thing I wanted to go over with you was citations. Now, what you can do is you can go in here and click on your number one competitor's backlinks, and it shows you exactly where they get all these backlinks from. So if it is a roofing blog, this is the BBB, Better Business Bureau. That's pretty much a directory, and that is for citations. Now, when it comes to citations, the third and final thing I wanted to talk to you about, a citation is simply your name, address, and phone number in directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Yext, White Pages, things like that. Just a directory where you can put your business name, address, and phone number, and then that gives you a citation. Now, the more citations you have, the more strength, power, and trust it sends to your site. So right here is UR and DR. This is the strength of your site, and this is the trust. You want these numbers as close to the same as possible, and this is out of 100. Okay, so this is strength, this is trust. So that's what the citations will do for you. It'll bring this strength and trust up. It'll add backlinks in. Now, keywords is the last thing I wanted to go over with you. You're driving the organic keywords is driving this much more traffic to your site and bringing this much value each month. Now, as you can see, right towards the middle of May, you all started to take a decline. Looks like you lost about 10 million ranks in the Ahrefs. This is Ahrefs telling where your Ahrefs rank is from the results it gets from crawling your site on Google. So if we take a look over here at their organic keywords, again, it's like what your occupation is, so roofing, and then where you do it at. So roofers, Nashville, Tennessee is a good buyer intent keyword. This is the volume of people that search this word or phrase each month. And this is the difficulty. The higher this number, the longer it takes to rank, but it's not impossible. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, you can apply all these changes I tell you tonight and you will not see results tomorrow. But gradually, over the next few weeks, you will start climbing those ranks. After a month, you will see definite increase on your online presence. So roofing, Nashville, Tennessee is a buyer intent keyword. It is different than roofers. Seems the same, but it's not. These are two words right here. These are two word phrases. These two phrases alone in your content will give you 750 extra visitors to your site a month. There are 750 people a month searching these two phrases. And my goal is to get that traffic to you. If you can get 700 people to your site and you can close 10% of those, that would be a nice amount of jobs that's coming in from just two buyer intent keywords. So again, Kim, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video I shot for you, going over your keywords, going over your content, going over your backlinks and your citations. I hope you apply these things to your website. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love some feedback from you. Like I said, one way or another, if you like it or love it, or if not, just kind of let me know where you stand on it. Was this video any help to you? Do you think you will be able to apply these changes yourself? Just any kind of feedback, I'd really appreciate it. I'd like to thank you for the awesome, how awesome you was on the phone today. Very polite, very nice, and for watching this video. And I hope you have an awesome night. My name is Leo Arona from Arona Marketing. If you like, you can just reply to this email, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Have a wonderful day.